Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I am your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? First, I want to say happy Valentine's Day. This is probably my least favorite holiday, and if you know, you know. It is the anniversary of my rape, and last year I woke up to a phone call from my children's school being locked down due to an active shooter in the neighborhood. So, this is one of my least favorite days. But anywho, let's dive into the chart, shall we? So, we have the sun at 26 degrees, and Mercury has now ingressed into Pisces and is out of that square with Juno, but is in a trine with Lilith. All right, so emotions can be very heightened. There could also be a lot of talk about bam shaka wow wow, specifically with Lilith in Scorpio if you are in a relationship. Now, with the sun being 26 degrees, we're working out of that square with Uranus because we're now in a 3-degree orb outside of that square. So, we're going to start feeling a little bit of relief of that Uranus aspect, throwing major curveballs our way, bringing things straight out of left field. Okay, so that's going to feel a little bit better. Now, the moon is now at 18 degrees of Virgo and is in an exact opposition with Saturn. So I do feel with this opposition, we're going to continue to hear more of the darkness that's being brought to light within our Capricornian structures. And what I mean by that is there's been a lot brought to light as far as us funding both sides of the wars, sending money labeled as aid, and it wasn't really aid. Okay, so the moon is really helping to bring the facts, bring in those things that have been truly hidden behind the scenes, specifically with this opposition. And I do want to point out that there is a mutable, and it's not exact, okay? It's a 7-degree orb with Saturn, Jupiter, and the moon. However, okay, it is a not tight T-square, okay, with this mutable energy. So there's still going to be a lot of shit brought up to the surface, specifically connected to all of the darkness that has been hidden. Now, yesterday I told you guys to keep an eye on the water, specifically with the military, because of the Saturn trine Mars, trine Poseidon. And there was a carrier ship that actually was in a wreck right outside of Egypt with another ship. And then there was also a plane that wrecked on the coast of San Diego. So keep an eye on the water, guys. I cannot stress this to you all enough. We're going to see more of this, specifically in this full moon lunation cycle. When the moon goes through Libra and starts going into Scorpio, things could get pretty intense, all right? Neptune is still conjunct the North Node in a trine with Juno. Now, today is Friday, and it's Venus's day, so this is a great day to really sit with, okay, what am I doing that's blocking me from love? If you are not in a relationship, what am I doing? Am I truly being my true authentic self? So that mirror, that reflection is going to come back into me, okay? Are you honoring who you are? Are you being who you say you are? Are you allowing for toxic coping mechanisms, self-sabotage to come in? And if you are, tomorrow is the great day to really dig in deep and see, where are you blocking yourself? Where are you actually working against yourself instead of working with yourself, that is potentially holding you back from having everything that you hope, wish, and desire? Okay, you do have Juno in that trine with Neptune in the North Node. You want to specifically look where this is hidden in your chart so you can see the area that you really should be focused on. All right. So Venus has now moved to the 6th degree point of Aries. And I do want to add that on 3/2, okay, Venus will station retrograde. So Venus will move to the 10 degree point and then get ready for the retrograde. And she will retrograde back into Pisces. Venus will station, and then like a week later, Mercury will station. So we're going to have about 2 weeks where all the planets are direct. And then we're going to be hit with a Venus retrograde and a Mercury retrograde. Now, I want to do a video talking about the Venus and the Mercury retrograde, and I'll do that a little later, so be on the lookout for that, all right? Pluto is still in an exact square with Lilith, okay? And this energy is FAFO. I will burn this shit to the ground if I need to. And we're already seeing a lot of that come out, specifically with how the new administration is showing no mercy. They're not holding anything back, and they are literally hitting the road running, saying, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. We're bringing the towers, specifically connected to crimes against humanity. So I want you guys to be paying attention to that. And I am noticing that when we start making those changes, many others start following suit, okay? Venus is now working out of that square with white moon Selena. So that energy is going to start feeling a little bit better, specifically as Venus moves to the 10 degree point and gets ready for that retrograde on 3/2. Chiron is still in the square with Mars. And I told you guys, because of Mars being in this trine with Saturn, specifically in that kill or be killed degree, and we've got the moon here at the exact same, and Venus working out of her square, and then Chiron squaring Mars, is the reason why we're seeing a lot of darkness be brought to light within the military industrial complex. Like, there has been so much. And I even shared with you guys, I can't remember if it was a daily or if it was my Leo full moon lunation cycle update, but I told you guys specifically that religious people would start being exposed as well. And the Pope was in the news this morning. So hold on. I have a feeling that there's going to be more now that Mercury is in Pisces. We're going to be hearing more about the darkness that has been hidden within the religious structures, okay? All right. Happy Venus Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And I love you guys. I hope these messages find you well. And we'll talk very soon. Bye.